Hello everyone, I'm RiverFox. Welcome to another Back to Basics video. This is the brand new series for 2021 where I am revisiting all of the questline missions and the SSDs. Now on this time around I do have two brand new accounts, so I am hoping to try and cover both or as many of the amplifiers each SSD as possible. So this is Plankerton Storm Shield Defense number 4. Now for this one you're going to have two possibilities of which amplifiers to place. You can place that amplifier over there, or you can place this amplifier over here. So what I have done for this one, on this account I have placed this one over there. For my other new account I've placed that one there. So I'm going to go and cover this one over here first, and then once I've finished I will log into my other account and show you the defenses for that one. So let me get over there and I'll see you in a second. Okay, right, so we are over at our Amplifier C. Now for this one, you may have seen this in the SSD3. You did have an option, you could place it then. So if you do place it now, then at least you've got slightly more space and scope to be able to build. But for this one then, you will get attacked either from the north, the west, or the south. And seeing as we're at the south, we're going to cover this side first of all, but our amplifier is over here. So for the south spawns, they are going to come from over here, and they're going to spawn around this area down here. Now we do get some lobbers. So what I did do just to prevent them is I did block this little section along here, because just on the other side of this, if I can get up here without falling down, they were annoyingly, as they always do, dropping down here and standing at this point here to lob over at our amplifier. So I set up a couple of traps down there just in case they managed to break their way through, but I blocked this section off, hopefully to prevent them wanting to go down there. They may want to try and go the long way over here, which they'll just get taken out anyway. That's our other defenses for the other amplifier. So if they do, they should get taken out, or they should head over here. So we've got this set up. I got a launcher on there just to fling them back down if they try and come up on this side. And behind all this there is a load of block off over there as well, just to hopefully prevent them wanting to get in through that side. So they should come in through here, where we've got another launcher to fling them back out and take some more damage. Of course, we've got our drop trap just above the actual ramp, just to kill anything as they come up. It should freeze them in place with the floor freeze trap, just long enough hopefully to either get launched by the launcher or take them out with the broadside here. And if they do make it a way around, then they've got to go through this long tunnel which is full of retractable floor spikes, and we got our wall darts on there as well. Now if you have got any ceiling electric fields, I would probably place those up there instead of your ceiling zappers. But I literally run out, so I didn't have any materials to craft anymore, so that's why I've got ceiling zappers up here. But they will do just as good a job anyway. And they've pretty much just got a really long tunnel they need to go through, which they should go through the whole thing, because it will be a straight line to our amplifier. If they happen to make it to this point, then we've got some more wooden floor spikes here, which is going to slow them down and give them some extra damage and finish them off before they actually make it to the amplifier. Now for our west direction, they are going to be spawning from, if we just get up here, all the way down that ridge, all the way down there. And I can't show you exactly because we've got these bloody barrier and trees in the way, but they will be spawning down over there. So they can wander around and come up that side, which I'll go to in a minute. But there is also then this little natural tunnel which runs through here, and it will a little bit of a ramp up there for them to come in, and they will come in through this spot here. Now your barrier will be across this section here when you do this defense, so you won't be able to build anything further out in there anyway. But we just got another little tunnel here with some traps in just to catch them out here. If they make it far enough in, then they should get hit by the wall launchers, which fling them into these sort of timeout boxes in here, which will freeze them in place. Now, if you do have any broadsides, I would place some broadsides on this wall and on that wall and leave these ones as the wall darts, but I literally run out, so I just made do with what I had. Again, same with the ceiling zappers, I had no electric fields to go up there. So that should sort from that section there. Now the other section then that they can come from is over here. So what I have done, I put this this like barricade here just to stop them from wanting to go over this direction, and they should head straight over here then to get to the amplifier, which they will get hit by some of these traps on here and then fall into this little sort of timeout boxes here, which normally finishes them off there. And we got some ceiling drop traps up the top as well, so that would take care of them from the west. Now the other side then is from the north, where your barrier is going to be along this section here. It will be across this, so you won't be able to place anything further in than that. That is going to be your limit. But once you do get it done, you'll be able to have a bit more scope to build some more stuff. So what I have done now, because they're going to spawn all the way around this area here, and of course we've got this amplifier which we haven't placed yet over here, so they're not going to want to come at this point because they get stuck. So they're either going to come around here, or they will go round the other side of it and come around this section. Now, we didn't have any space here to even be able to put any traps up under here before the barrier, so I didn't bother placing anything up on those. But they mainly will head this direction, so we've got our wooden floor spike to slow them down. We've got some wall darts here to cause some damage to them, and our ceiling electric field up above. Now when they start walking down the ramp, that is when they will get hit by these drop traps, which are going to cause some nice damage before they even get into our little boxes here. Now anything that does sort of come along here, they should either just go straight through this side on here, or they should come around and enter in through these sides, which no matter which two sides they come in from, they're going to get hit by the retractable floor spikes and our broad sides as well, which do quite a lot of damage. And we got our ceiling electric fields up on the top there. If they do make it up this far, then we got some more ceiling drop traps up here to cause some more damage, and a launcher to hopefully fling them back out and make them repeat. So we didn't have any problems with that. That was all fine as well. Now one thing I did really have some annoying problem with is those lobbers and flingers again. So we have got a couple of anti-air traps up here just to hopefully take care of any that do manage to get around and cause any problems. I did also put in this big wall here just to make sure they weren't stood over there and lobbing straight at our tunnels. Now another thing you may find with them, especially with the little mini husks and with the lobbers and flingers, is they may want to go up this ramp up there, which does kind of tie it in with this direction. So they will come up that ramp, they'll come around that mountain and up this direction here. So because of that, they can't really go anywhere from here. They've got to come around here to go into this tunnel, or they may just want to drop down from this point. Because they won't be able to go anywhere from here, they're going to drop down back into our main section of tunnels. So that should take care of all of those. I didn't really, once I put this wall up, I didn't really have any other problems from there, and it did work pretty fine. So as I said, the other direction, the other amplifier rather that they can you can place is this one over here. So if I just come over here briefly Now, if you do place this one over here, then it means a lot of this stuff up here can probably get taken away, and you won't get any spawn for the Amplifier A over there from this direction, so it does have its benefits for that. Placing that one over there will stop the home base spawn from the west, so it's personal preference to you, whichever one you want to place. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to log into my other account now, and I'll show you the defenses that I've set up for this amplifier, so we'll see you in about 2 seconds. Okay, so I'm on my other account now, and for this one, we did place this amplifier over here. Now, it does mean that you won't get attacked on Amplifier A up there anymore from this direction, so you can get rid of all of those traps and everything up there. You don't need any of those. But for this one then, you are probably going to have 2 directions they will come from. They will either come from the east or from the south, because chances are you've probably already placed this one. If you haven't placed this one, then I'm not sure if they can come from the west. I don't believe they can. I've never known them to come from the west, only ever from the east or the south. So with this one, again, I did this one live on stream, so it's not going to be fully upgraded and everything, but anyway, your barrier will be across this section along here. That's why that one has not been upgraded, so we'll upgrade that now. And they are going to spawn from all the way back down there, so they're going to head primarily this way through this natural sort of section here and head in here. So what I have done in this bit, I have done basically 2 sort of tunnels here, so they can either go through this way or they can go through this way over there. Now, there will be a natural ramp. You can't see it because the barrier is in the way, but there's a natural ramp over there where they may want to come up that section, so I did block this off along here just in case anything, you know, comes in this way. Is going to launch them over there and hopefully send them to come down this part here. So for this, let's go through this one first. We have got a wooden floor spike at the entrance just to slow them all down, and they're going to drop down this natural ramp then. So we've got some ceiling drop traps up here, and we've got some wall darts and some broadsides on either side, just cause some damage as they come down. And once they get a bit further down, we've got a bit same broadsides, and we've got wall darts here. But when they get to the very bottom, if they get here, then we've got a floor launcher here with some broadsides on either side, and we've got a sound wall just to slow them and stop them wanting to bash on this wall here, because our amplifier is directly the other side of it. So our floor launcher is going to fling them up into this box where they're going to get frozen on the spot, and they're going to take some more wall dart damage and some more broadside damage in here as well. And we got our ceiling electric field up in here, so this will take anything out that does make it up this far. And for the second section over here, it's pretty much a similar sort of thing. We've got loads of broadsides in here, cause massive damage as they come in, and if they make it far enough, then you're not going to need to worry about your lobbers from this point, because they'll be taking too much damage from these traps. They're not going to stand here to go for our amplifier over there. So they're just going to drop down into here where they're going to take a load more damage. We do have a drop trap up the top to catch them as they come in. If they happen to make it far enough in, then we have the same thing over here with some launchers, a wall launcher which has got slightly different perks to the floor launcher, and the wall launcher will fling them back into this one to take some more damage, and if not, then this one will fling them up into this box where again they will get frozen and take a load of damage from here. So they shouldn't really make it in that far. Now, I know up until this point I haven't really shown any of the traps that I have, but I'll quickly go through them now. I mean, there are literally no special traps whatsoever. They don't have any high perks or anything. They are just basic standard traps, so nothing fancy about them, and you don't really need to worry too much at the moment about the perks. Now once you do start getting into Canny Valley, then you may need to start working on your perks and things, but for Plankerton it's not really that big a problem. Okay, so from the south spawn, they are going to be spawning around over here, along here. So they're going to have two different directions in that they can come. This is the natural direction they will want to take, but you will get the odd one that is want to come down this way here. Now your barrier is going to be slap bang across this here, so you won't be able to place a trap on this or anything, or a ceiling one up there, but later on you'll be able to add that in. So if they do come along this one, then they're gonna fall down into any of this section here, where they're gonna get pretty much taken out by all of these traps as they come along. And we got loads of ceiling drop traps up above, pretty high up, just to make sure that propanes don't set them off or anything. If they come through this section here, then we got a wall launcher right at the top, which is going to fling them into one of these anyway, so they will get loads of damage from in there. We've still got our drop traps up here because we've got a nice natural ramp for it to go down as well. If they get far enough down here, they get frozen on the spot here, launched back in this section, which is going to cause a load of damage in that bit. And then if they happen to make it anywhere near far enough as this, which they really didn't, then they've got to go through all of these traps and everything first before they get to the amplifier. So that is pretty much the builds for this one over here. And to be honest, I think this one is probably a lot easier to sort out than that one over there, because you've really only got the two spawn directions. I've never known them to spawn from over there. I don't know if they do, but I've never known them to. That's why I've got no defenses set up for it. But I mean, even if they do, just shove a load of ceiling drop traps or something over this section, and you'll be fine anyway. But yeah, it's going to be a lot easier than it is trying to defend that one over there, because you've got three directions over that one that you've got to build for and defend for. So I'd probably say this is by far the better one to place. But yeah, that is your builds for Plankerton Storm Shield Defense number 4 for both of the different amplifiers that you can place. So I hope it does help you out. If it does, don't forget to hit that like, smash, subscribe, check in the description for all of the links relating to other videos in the series. There will be some more popping up here which will help you as well. But until the next one, I hope you have a fantastic day and stay safe, my friends.